So did you hear about the new Model 3 refresh?
Okay, now I don't think I'd call these next few items worthy of a refresh label, but they are new updates to the US-produced Model 3. So we've got the Chrome Delete,
which is huge. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about that.
Yep. There's also the powered trunk lift, like in the Model Y.
That's another huge thing.
Is it huge? Okay.
Yeah.
You got the interior, which is getting an update with a slightly darker new upholstery on the top of the vehicle. We haven't seen pictures of that yet. Tesla has replaced the shiny piano finish center console with a matte finish, and they've embedded a phone charger in the top section. The center section slides open instead of folding in, and then they've wrapped the outside in a faux leather all around.
I think that all of these changes are pretty important all on their own. Power liftgate, I think that a lot of people wanted that. It really sets itself as a luxury car. All of that interior stuff, yeah, the piano black looks good when you first pick up your car, and the first time you do anything to it, it starts to look kind of crummy, scratchy, and bits of crud stuck on it, and you have to really polish it to try and get it to look nice. So I think that that's really smart. I like the faux leather everywhere. I think that adds a little bit more of a luxurious feel.
True.
And let's face it, not a lot of people could figure out the whole foldy console thing, although I think that it looked good. I think that this looks just as good, if not better.
Yeah, there's one piece, which is when you put your phone in right now, you can hide it behind a door. But I think a lot of users thought that would be cool, but it turns out you don't really ever want to hide your phone.
You're taking it with you.
Yeah, you don't.
And
like,
it's the key to your car. You're not going to leave it in the car. Okay, and that's not all. There are these new wheels.
Those don't look new. That looks like the 19-inch regular sport wheel.
Well, let's look a little bit closer. Now, not everyone is sure whether this is the 19-inch or it's an 18-inch. I think that this is the 19-inch.
But what's different about it?
So here on the left, you can see this is the old one. On the right is the new one. Same styling, but definitely different design.
All right, I see. So the new one has like a slightly thicker wheel.
Yeah.
And it's more filled in, I guess.
I don't know if I like the look of this wheel.
Yeah, I don't like where the air filler is notched out right there.
Yeah, the notching, I don't know, it doesn't speak to me as much.
Maybe it's more efficient, though.
It could be more efficient. I think that also having that thicker outer wheel section doesn't look as nice. A lot of people like having the thinner wheel, and that just kind of ruins the illusion of having that super duper thin tire.
But speaking of new wheels...
All right, so it's been a few years since I bought my Model 3. I absolutely love it. There's one thing though, I mean, I went with the 18-inch rims, mostly because they were the cheapest option at the time. And I liked the look of these to begin with, and I still don't mind them very much, but I'm starting to get a little bored of this look, especially since I see about a million Model 3s out on the road and we all look identical. So I kind of want to stand out. Now, the cool thing about these wheels is that they're not just steelies underneath. If you pull this off, and it's pretty easy to do, just a couple clips, you get this fairly interesting looking rim underneath. That's pretty cool in itself, but there is one problem, and that is this sort of unsightly section. And so, you know, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money and have to buy completely new rims. Like, that's not what I am going for. I simply want something to cover this up so I can have my cool looking wheels that are slightly different than everybody else's. And Tesla actually sells, supposedly, a cover to cover this, but it's been out of stock since I bought my car. So there's been absolutely no opportunity for me to actually cover these up. So I've been keeping on, you know, my wheel cover until today. My automotive advisor here has told me that I need to clean off the brake dust before we continue, because it's too gross. So he's taking care of that for me. But yeah, we couldn't continue, apparently, without doing this vital steps. All right, so we got all the brake dust cleaned off. It cleans up quite nicely. There's a good clear coat on these rims, actually, so there's you know, not too much to worry about in that department. But again, it's just this center section that looks gross. It's a little rusty in there, and then these lugs. And so that is what we have here. So this is a product sold by Custom Aero Wheels, and it is made to cover everything that you don't want to see here. So I am just going to pop this right on, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty sharp. Covers up everything you didn't want to see, leaves everything that you do. And now I have a completely new look to my car. So this just sort of clips into that gross looking circular part of your wheel there. It's got a little spring clip here little plastic pieces that allow you to clip in, and also have a pretty good detent, but also have an angle so you can actually pull this off if you don't want it anymore and you want to switch back to your regular aero wheel covers. So, I mean, as you can see, it's a major difference, a major change in the look of the car. There are going to be some people who are going to say, oh, but the aero efficiency. Yeah, I thought in the beginning that these were going to be giving me some amazing aero efficiency that I wasn't going to be able to live without. It's never come down to the last few miles for me. I've always, been able to manage my charging pretty well, so I'm pretty confident that I don't need this. I might throw these back on if I'm going on some really long road trip where I'm worried about range, but that's the nice thing. I can pop this off, pop these back on, keep these nice and safe, and yeah, for the summer, for other times of the year when I want this look, it's available to me, and they're not that expensive. So I don't know if there's much of a weight difference. I think that this one is definitely heavier, so if that matters to you, then all the better for you. These are custom aero wheels. You can find them at customaerowheels.com.
So I see that you chose red for your little black inner tees. Are there other colors?
Yeah, so the body comes in gray or black. The gray matches quite nicely with your rims themselves, and the black kind of stands out a little bit. You can also get different colored inserts. So the Tesla T, you can get it in red, white, blue, black, gray, or chrome.
Nice.
So plenty of different options there. Help you stand out a little bit in the parking lot.
Nice. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.